If you found someone that has 10 grand and they were like, you know what, I'm thinking forced air or going with some kind of a stroker kit, what would you say put your 10K towards?
I would probably go to Challenger, RT, 5.7, stock block, Pro Charger, 10 pounds of boost, nothing crazy.
10 pounds of boost?
Trying to make it last.
And so who tuned it and everything?
AJ at True Street Performance.
Okay. And he was okay with running 10 pounds of boost on the stock block?
Yes, he said it made more power, but he backed down a little bit because of the stock block.
Okay. He didn't want to compromise.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay.
Figured if I blew it up, I would come back yelling at him. So
he put it at 10 pounds, and then what was the dyno results before he dialed it back?
I believe it was 535 to the wheels.
535, and then do you remember in torque?
It was exactly the same.
Okay.
I think it was 533.
And when he dialed it back, what are we looking at here?
523.
523. Okay. Dude, that's still a lot to play with.
It's fun on the street.
Oh, absolutely.
Still get spanked by some people sometimes, but
I honestly, these two would be a pretty solid matchup. I have the 397 NA. It's 450 to the ground and similar in torque. So
good.
0 to 100, it would be a fun race. I think you would definitely get me on a roll.
The top end I might have you, but
yeah.
From 0. Close.
So how much did this Pro Charger kit end up running you?
I actually got lucky. I found it used. The guy had it on his car for maybe 500 miles.
Okay.
So I ended up picking it up for 3,500.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's the only reason I actually got it, because there was no way in hell I was spending 8 grand.
And then, did you install it, or did you have True Street or something?
I had a different shop install it.
And then you brought it to True Street for the tuning.
True Street for the tuning, yeah.
And so how long have you been running with this setup?
I want to say 18,000 miles.
Equivalent to how many months?
About a year.
About a year? Okay. No problems, nothing.
No, at the beginning it was a little bumpy with the tuning issues, but once that got figured out, it's been perfect.
So initially, what did you load up the tune that came with Pro Charger, and then?
No, I just went to a separate shop, and
it was just not a good tune.
Yeah,
okay, all right. Yeah, you don't want to badmouth any. I definitely understand. So, are you thinking about doing anything in addition, like a larger throttle body, or?
I already have a larger throttle body on there. I have the ported MMX throttle body.
All right. Have you thought about the Hellcat throttle body?
I don't know if
it's a 92 millimeters. I mean, that's a big.
This one is 89, so I'm not having any issues with it now. It's doing what it needs to do.
Okay.
Eventually, when this does blow up, probably forge it, stroke it.
All right, so you're gonna wait until you actually run into an issue before you.
Yeah.
All right.
Let this run its course, see what happens, and then honestly probably get rid of the supercharger and go twin turbo. That's what I'd like to do.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm kind of kicking around. Like I love the belt-driven supercharger. I'm sorry, the centrifugal force supercharger. But every time I see a twin turbo,
You
I mean,
just can't
the
beat the sound. It's just.
But the efficiency of the turbo is just unbelievable.
Gas mileage in this thing is insane.
These guys,
like 8, 9 maybe.
Yeah, these guys that are putting these twin turbos, like they're using half the pounds of boost and making the same power. You know, so yeah, this is cool. So you lowered it.
Yeah, it's on air rod.
What kind?
Airlift 3P.
Okay.
Their full setup, the management, struts, everything.
Is this sponsored as well?
No, absolutely not. This was actually money I had saved up for a wrap. And then I woke up one morning and said, what about air rod?
How much was it?
It was 38 installed.
38. Well worth it?
Yeah, I love it. It's kind of like a anti-towing device in the city.
Uh-huh.
When you park illegally, they're not picking this thing up.
Yeah, that's cool. No issues at all, right?
I had one last year when it was 5 degrees out. It froze, but it was.
So it was stuck in the
yeah,
whatever you left it at?
Yep, it was stuck on the floor for about an hour. I dropped the back seats and left the heat on for an hour.
It went fine.
Yep, kind of defrosted itself.
Interesting. Other than that, nothing.
No issues.
And you've had this in place?
Well over a year, probably about a year and a half now.
All right. So a year ago, you just decided, hey, let's just deck this thing out, man.
Where it was just rims and tires. I was like, all right, that's good. And then that led to one thing, led to another, and so yeah, I'm buying it.
All right. It's just funny how it works out, right? You're like, oh, you know what? I'll be happy if I just do this, and then you do it, and then the next thing pops up, and then the next thing.
I'd be happy with the muffler delete. I did that. I'm like, it could definitely be a little louder. Did the headers, no cats, and then it's too loud.
The logic behind some people out there is, with all the money that you spent on this, you could have got so and so.
Yeah, but that's no fun doing it that way.
That's what I keep saying. You just mod what you
buy a Hellcat, it's fine, but
mod what you got. But then if you got a Hellcat, you would mod it, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
So then you're adding an extra level of
no matter what, you're gonna touch it in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, it's just more stressful on your bank account because you're starting with a higher trim level, more expensive insurance, more expensive payments, right? So mod what you got, kind of a thing. Yeah, I like it. Everything is very clean. You know, no chintzy stuff. Now the hood, did you put that on or did that come with it?
I actually got into an accident on the Jackie Robinson Parkway, and I thought the car was totaled. It was destroyed. I'll send you some pictures of it. The entire front end was smashed, fenders, bumper, hood, everything. And the shop that I went to, luckily they were cool. They asked me if I wanted to upgrade to the Hellcat front end, just pay the difference in the price of parts, whatever it was.
Yeah. And
it didn't come out to much difference at all. It was like $40, $50 difference per part just to get the Hellcat front end.
This is that's well worth it.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
So I said, yeah, I'll go for it. Looks 10 times better.
Oh yeah, it definitely looks good. Yeah. All right. What do you think you're gonna run when you go to ACO?
I don't know. I think like 12s.
Yeah.
But I don't know. People tell me they think I'll run a lot lower.
No, I think you're low 12s.
It's still a stick shift car, so I do still have to do that.
Yeah.
The whole launching thing. See how that goes.
And what do you got as far as tires? This is looking meaty here.
Mickey Thompson, the TShirts.
Oh yeah, this is the setup that I have. Similar. I have 18-inch rims, so the 305, 45/17. They're great tires.
I figured
they stick, man.
I needed something for a daily drive and something for when it's nice out. So in the rain, you hit like 50, 60. It's still a little bit sketchy, but
yeah.
Other than that, when it's nice out, they hook. Which is pretty much all I needed.
All right. So what kind of, do you have like long tubes on here or what?
Yeah, long tubes, no cats. Actually, the factory muffler's still in there, and then the resonator's gone.
What kind of long tubes did you go with?
The JBA.
JBA long tubes, no cats, and then
The factory mufflers.
factory mufflers. No resonators?
No resonators.
Dude, that just blew my eardrums out. Oh, one more? And we hear the engine.
It's quiet at idle, because I still have the active exhaust in there. It's very quiet at idle. Cruising 4th, 5th gear on the highway, very quiet. When you get on it, it opens up and it gets really loud.